So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we got only 900 views for this client and it generated around $12,000 in revenue using one video. So I'm going to actually show you exactly how we did it, and then I'll kind of break down how you can do it for yourself as well. So, okay, just to get right into it. So like I said, 900 views and 12K cash collected. So we posted this video on the 18th of March, and by the 23rd, it had already generated around 12K in contract value and around 18K later in cash collected as well. So you can see here my client say, I believe the latest stats for the video, YouTube is 14 opt-ins, 7 applications, 4 book calls, and 2 closes, 1 perf and 1 prepay. So, and then later on, we did $40,000 in 1 month and $30,000 in month 2. So this is the monthly report we get them to fill out, our clients to fill out every single month. And as you can see, I inputted roughly 30K in CC. So we generated around $70,000 in 2 months, all from this YouTube channel here. So I'm going to break down the exact strategy we used for this video, why it made him so much money, and how you can replicate this for your own info/B2B business. And this isn't something that's isolated. Like, I haven't just done this once. I've done this multiple times across countless of different businesses. So Nate, you can see at 26K, Todd Pritchard, 19 calls booked, which is around $36,000 in pipeline value. Lander Schestinger, just under 1 million views. And I did the production. We did the production for these videos. As you can see, $36,000 in pipeline value for Todd here. And I've worked for some of the biggest creators in other teams like Eddie Cumberbatch, Simone Bees, Umar Ashraf, and a whole bunch of these other really big players that I used to do in my editing days that generated, multi-7 figures in revenue through those channels as well. So I've been in the space for a while, so let's get right into it so I can actually break down exactly what we did here. So what did we do to get instant results? So most people, they see a little bit of a drop off when starting YouTube, and they wonder, like, how can people get results so quickly? That's because we implement something called our liquidation system, right? So this is our internal ideation system and allocation system. We were able to use this video here first, which is exactly how to start a 10K a month AI lead generation agency full course. So we went directly into a full course video, mainly because we know these videos absolutely print and liquidate immediately without needing a full in the top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel actual content, right? So majority of the time when you look at a YouTube funnel, you've got triangle here, and it's top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. Usually you would need all of this, but for this we didn't, because we were able to use something called a liquidation system, which is where somebody already has some people in the pipeline, or someone they have some subscribers. Like when we started, you had like 1,000 subscribers, and we knew that we could utilize a liquidation funnel in order to push this through. Now, just to let you know, there's 2 other ways that this will work. If you don't have a lot of subscribers or any subscribers at all, and you have a big following, this will work for that exact same thing, because we did that with him as well. If you don't have a big following and you don't have any YouTube followers, it will take a little bit of time, but it will still, if you're in info, it will take really quickly, maybe like 3 or 4 videos to generate your first amount of book calls coming in, right? So the liquidation system is our way of immediately liquidating people from other channels or any specific audience that might have been idle. This allows us to book multiple thousands of dollars in pipeline from the very first video, right? So, and it works consistently. This video has been constantly growing because we use it as a bridge video and use it as our true north, and it's been constantly growing up booking calls. So what is a bridge video? Essentially, this is when in every other video you CTA other people back to this video. So not only does this increase watch sessions, which increases the nurture, it also sends people directly to here, because we know that this video will convert them, right? Because this is a full top, middle, and bottom of funnel video. So why did we choose this video, right? And it was super easy. We saw competitors in other niches doing it, and it performed incredibly well, right? So for instance here, Harley, he does brand scaling. He did exactly how to start brand scaling, super easy. Brez, Harley copied Brez. So this initial thing from Brez, exactly how to start freelance brand scaling. It's easy. So we knew this did really well. And then Carson Reed did a very similar video as well. This is in one info niche. So this isn't just brand scaling. And there are 2 outliers that did incredibly well. So that's how I knew this video would cook for Danny. And even though it didn't get 10,000 views or 20,000 views, it's made him around $18,000 or more from the moment of uploading it. And by the way, if you want help doing this with your YouTube channel and you're selling info product or run a B2B business, then click the link in the description, book a call, and we can see if we're a good fit. So as you can see here, we generated 26K for Nate, 19 calls booked for Todd with 1 video and 800,000 views. And then as you can see here, for Danny, 32K and $138,000 in pipeline value with 10 videos, right? So obviously I know what I'm talking about. So if you need any help with that, you can click the link in the description. But with that being said, let's get back into the video. Okay, but how did it make him so much money, right? So at 900 views, it made him $12,000. And at 2,000 views, it had made him around $18,000. And how is he doing this every single day, right? So Danny sent me a message around a week ago, and he's booking 3 to 5 plus calls a day from YouTube, right? That literally just from YouTube. There's nothing else. 3 to 5 calls per day from YouTube. How are we doing this, right? And how did the one video book him multiple calls? It's all in the packaging and the value of the video, right? So if somebody, let me first break down what packaging is, right? The packaging is the thumbnail, the title, and then the hook of the video, right? This is what makes a good video, right? Because they click on the video because they saw the thumbnail, they saw the title, they clicked on the video, and then the hook is what makes them keep watching for the rest of the video or for a longer period of time. If the packaging is bad, the video, even if it's brilliant, no one's going to give a shit, right? So you need to make sure initially that your packaging is incredibly good, because that's probably the most important thing out of any video, right? I would choose a video with amazing packaging and just a screen share with no editing in it over a video with bad packaging and elite editing any day in the week, because I know the video with great packaging is going to generate really, really good results, right? So this is actually what we did in the video, right? So we actually generated this gamma document here for Danny. We do that for all of his videos as well. Just makes it easier. We also do the mirrors for him. So in here, we added a whole bunch of information and essentially a complete breakdown of his model. We gave everything away. We show in-depth gamma docs so it's easier for viewers to digest. So right now, screen share videos are dominating the industry. I can guarantee you now that screen share videos are probably making more money than any other videos in the market right now. So if you're in trading, if you run a biz op, if you are in any form of info, so obviously there's some info like that it can be quite difficult, like with coaching, like fitness coaching, you can't really use screen shares. But if you're with any of those other, if there's any niches that can allow screen share in it, I would use it all the time. People are attracted to a visual aid, and obviously editing is a visual aid, but if you can do an in-depth doc like this, obviously we make these for our clients, it's much easier, right? So we broke the beliefs of other similar industries. So specifically with Danny's industry, people think that AI agencies are great, which they aren't. So we were able to leverage that to make people kind of pissed off, and then turn those people who think that AI agencies are good and make them think, okay, actually maybe I should do AI DJ. And we actually manipulated people's belief systems. So that sounds terrible, but it's actually what the point of the YouTube video is to actually change someone's belief system and change someone's idea on which direction they should go, because the direction they're probably going in the first place is probably not the correct direction. And then we finally showed results and pushed people to book a call. So we have this whole entire gamma doc that I'll even show you. Like it says why this business will pay for this, why their client approach is failing, so why AI agencies suck. And then the second thing we did, which yielded a lot of results, is something called a 2 CTA method, right? So we don't do this anymore, mainly because we don't really need to for Danny, but in the beginning we ripped this for every client. So essentially we add a CTA at the 30 and the 70% mark. Now, why do we do this? Imagine you have a video that's 20 minutes, right? And you only put a CTA at the end of it, so at around the 19-minute mark. How many people do you think would actually see that? Probably not a lot. At the end of the day, people have goldfish brain, and not everyone's going to watch until the end of the video, right? So how do we solve that? How do we make sure that everyone sees the CTA? Is we chuck a CTA at the 30% mark, right? Or just after the first value point. The reason why we do this is because it increases the amount of people who see the CTA by at least 50 to 60%. So instead of 5 people seeing it, you got 15 people seeing it. And you'd be really surprised about how many people actually just didn't know they need to click the link in the description, right? So side note, we only do 1 now, but 2 works across well to get the message across. This puts the CTA in front of 2 to 3 more people than if you left it at the end, right? It might yield some good results. It might get some people to book the call in the description, right? And it might get people to click the link in the description, right? But imagine you had CTAs for those 4 videos at the 30% mark. Can you just imagine how many more people would probably end up booking a call? Because you'd be surprised about how many people just didn't know that you have a program, that you have an offer, and you just need to be guided to take action. And now one of the other points is, but how can I do this? How can I replicate what we did for Danny here? And that's super simple. So firstly, this method really only works for 2 types of businesses, right? Info and B2B. But info happens 10 times faster since your market is driven by desire, not logic, right? So when it comes to B2B, those are business owners, right? Business owners will always be driven by logic, right? The reason why you're watching this video, and the reason why you're probably watching the whole thing, or before you even book a call with me or whoever else you're watching, is that you're using logic because you are a business watching another business. You're using logic before you book a call. You're not using desire, right? There's a little bit of desire with B2B, but majority of the time, the way business owners think already is with logic. With info, they are completely tied to desire. That's why info can generate so much more results, because desire is a much bigger pain point than any other type of feeling that a human can have. So that's why initially when you got a mentor, or if you working with someone who helps you, that was probably led by desire before you started your business, right? And that's just how people think. So B2B does work, but it can take longer. Okay, and it does take longer. That's just because the market is 10 times more sophisticated than the info, right? So to do this with 1 video, generate some really good results, you need to post a full course video, right? So as you can see here, These are 3 videos in completely different niches that performed incredibly well with a full course video. 130k views for a AI agency video, 61k views for TikTok shop video, 5.9 million views for a trading video, 76,000 views for an email marketing video. So this is B2B. So the reason why is because these videos are top, middle, and bottom of funnel all at once. So they attract your eyes, they nurture, and they have social proof. So usually you would need one video per each of these squares here, right? So one video to attract, one video to nurture, and one video to convert. But a full course video does all of these in one go, right? So you can take someone from a new viewer to cash collected in one video, which is not seen anywhere with any other video, right? So you can book people from top of funnel, of course you can, but I would say 9 times out of 10, this video will dominate any other video that you post as top of funnel to book calls directly from a top of funnel video, right? If you want to completely replicate this entire thing, I would just say, look at some outliers that are doing full courses in your niche and just run it like that, right? So obviously there's a lot more nuances into it. I'm not going to make it sound like it's that easy, but if you want help with this, we actually help business owners add 30 to 100k per month directly from YouTube every single month using our YouTube to cash process. So if you run a info or B2B business, click the link in the description below and book a call and we'll see if you're a good fit. And as you can see, we on average generate around plus 30k per month per client that we do YouTube for. So with that being said, thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you have a great day forward and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.